I just got this really cute little top from Amazon. I love it. I'm fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. How many of us say that all the time? It's super soft and it's got this like, you know, t-shirt coloring on it. Information, of course, will be down below. And it's really long. I'm 5'3", so it's pretty long. So I've shortened it up a little bit. But for me, crew necks just don't like, they don't do anything for me. You know, I'm broad and I have a round face, glasses, they do absolutely nothing for me. So I'm going to show you how to trim this asymmetrically so it looks better. All right, to trim this, we could just run a circle around here and cut off the banding, but I'd still have a circle, which actually looks okay, but it's not as interesting as something that's asymmetrical. So what I want you to do is take the distance between the shoulder seam and the collar seam and put a pin in the middle. And do that on both sides. I'm doing it on the Judy because it's just easier to demonstrate. So between the shoulder seam and where the collar band is, I'm putting it approximately in the middle. And this is not rocket science. So what I want to do is I want to cut it asymmetrically. So on one side, I want to put a second pin between the collar and the center pin that I put on. So, and this one is about, it's about 1.5 inches from the edge of the collar band, and I'm going to take that middle pin out. So this one's close to the collar. Then on this side, I'm going to put a pin between the center seam, the center pin, and the shoulder, and this one is also about 1.5 inches out. And you can measure it if you want. So now I have a pin way out here by the shoulder seam and a pin way in here by the neck seam. So you can already see how much more interesting that's going to be as opposed to something like this, right? We're changing this. So you can take this to the table, and I'll show you how to do that. Use a curve. You can freehand it. That's certainly fine, but we want to cut from here around to underneath where the collar is because we want to cut this band off, right? And then out to this wide piece here. Then across the back, we're just going to literally make a straight line and connect the dots. Because this way, if you have a straight line across the back and it's asymmetrical, it won't fall off, which can be an issue, right? If you cut them both really wide, then they're falling off your shoulder. And if you're 15, that's cute, but if you're over 50, not so much. So let's see what it looks like on the table. All right, so here are my pins. One is 1 inch from the neckline and one is about 1 inch from the shoulder seam. And I could just take my scissors and cut it. But if you're a little bit nervous about that, make sure this is nice and flat. And you can use your French curve. You can line it up however it appeals to you. Line it up here and then go back and line it up this way to get a good cut. And you can use chalk. Tailor's chalk is fine. If you don't have tailor's chalk, you can use a marker. Just make sure you cut the marker off. You know, make sure that you cut beyond the marker because you don't want the marker on your fabric. So I'm just using this to kind of give me a short, light guide. It's very light. And you can see I'm just moving my French curve around so it gives me kind of a pleasing shape. That's the nice part about chalk. You can take it off and erase it. So yes, I'm going to go cut my brand new shirt. But it's gonna look so much better. All right. There we go. Take the pin out. And I just have that really faint chalk line to give me an idea. And I'm just cutting the front. And as I get around the front, I'm gonna move out to that shoulder pin. All right, and I have a little choppy area here, so I'm just gonna take care of that. There we go. All right, that's the front. Woohoo! Now I'm going to do the back, and I want to go straight across the back, pretty much. So I'm going to start where I cut in. And go straight across the back to this seam. All right. I wouldn't worry too much about the hackiness. I mean, if you really are offended by these little hacky nubs, which the t-shirt's gonna roll anyway, you can use a rotary cutter to get a super smooth cut. I don't see that as a problem. It's de-stressed, and that is distressed. That is what it's supposed to look like. So there we go. Let's see how it looks on. So we're gonna go from this to this. Isn't that so much better, right? I've hitched it up a little bit here with an elastic band and tucked it under, as it is long on me, but it also gives a little bit of ruching here, which I love. And then cute pair of little earrings from Stitch Fix and my Sperry's, and those are also from Stitch Fix, and I'm ready to go. This is such an improvement over that other neckline. If you don't want to wear a strapless bra or have your bra straps down here, then put a tank top on. You can certainly wear a tank top underneath it, and then, you know, your bra straps aren't an issue. But the asymmetricalness of it opens up this whole section of your face, which really is important instead of having a little, like, I feel like I'm being strangled when I wear a t-shirt with a crew neck. And my cute and crazy t-shirt, and I am ready to go. Bye.